welcome to day 2 of Tuska and day 2 of Tuska Forum. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is the first panel of the day. Also, happy Pride to those who celebrate. And yes, hell yeah. And please welcome Paleface Swiss and KAJOS. We have a big panel today.
Noch dir.
Come on
Ja.
in.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Where do we sit?
I sit here.
Yes, we have to. Yes, we're all.
All right.
We're all a little bit. This is the biggest panel that I have had, I think, ever on the forum. I've been doing this since 2023, and this is going to be really, really exciting. I feel like we're going to have a really nice conversation. So thank you so much. Talking about conversations, before we go on, there should be a QR code on the screen, but it will happen in a second. Meanwhile, I'm Kiki. By the way, my pronouns are she, her. I'm super excited to talk to these awesome four musicians. In a minute, you will see a QR code that you can scan to submit your questions. And in the last 15 minutes, we will try to answer as many of those as we can. We have today a very international panel. We have from Switzerland, Yannick and Tommy from Paleface Swiss. Give them some applause for please. And we have from Finland, Sini and Susanna from KAJOS. Welcome. We have 30 minutes 45 minutes total, so 30 minutes to get to know you all a little better, and then for your questions. So yeah, now we have the QR code, perfect. Can each of you please, and we will start over there, can you please tell us shortly about your personal background? A little bit, did you grow up with a big family of musicians? How did music come into your life?
Is this on? Yeah. So I'm Susanna. I'm a cellist in KAJOS band. And well, I grew up in Lappeenranta in eastern Finland. And I was the only child. My dad played electric bass, funk music mostly, and a bit jazz. And I was 7 years old when my parents asked me if I want to play some instrument. And I think Linda Lampenius and Vanessa May was a big thing
Wow.
that day. So it was a violin that I wanted to play. But then I got in a music school, and before we started the lessons, I heard one coffee commercial in TV, and there was cello music in it, and I was like, oh, this is the instrument I want to play.
Wow, nice.
Yeah. So here I am. I've played cello for over 30 years.
Amazing.
No, yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Let's go over to Sini. How was your growing up? Was there a lot of music in your household?
Yes, my mom used to facilitate these groups for the children, muskari, like a music school for babies and kids. And she used to be a choir conductor and also a singer in the opera choir. So she used to sing and play the piano a lot in our home. And then me and my sister went a lot with her to these different events that she facilitated. And my first performance as a singer was when I was 4. And then I attended some vocal competitions too. And singing has been always there for me. I played classical flute too for 10 years, but then I felt that singing was my thing more.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Singing is also very therapeutic. Everyone should try it. I know that Finns love karaoke, so we're good on that side. Maybe that's the key to the happiest country in the world. We don't know. How was it for you guys?
So I grew up in Swiss countryside. How I started playing, I had my best friend at the time. He was playing guitar. I was playing no instrument at all. And my school, they had like a band room and a school band, and he just asked me, hey, instead of just hanging around, do you want to make some music? Do you want to play, I don't know, some covers? And we had like our little group. And then I started playing the bass. and fell in love with it. I started playing every day and was like hooked immediately. After school, I like stopped for a time, and then going to concerts, I met like the other guys from PALEFACE, and they were looking for a bass player. So I was just like, hey, I did this 3 years before, and I loved it. So why not continue what I love? And yeah, that's how it started
Yeah,
for
fun.
me.
And you?
I mean, I started listening to heavy music with 11. By like I was in front of the CDs from my father, and then I pulled the CD out with the most scary cover, and it was it was Walls of Jericho by Halloween. So I started with power metal, and then I kind of evolved until I I listened like to all genres of metal, and then my mom is friend with the wife of the guitarist of Alice Cooper, and she was never allowed to tell, like, because of protection and stuff. But one day she was like, "Hey, my son is really into heavy metal. Of course, he knows Alice Cooper." Um, and she was like, "Yeah, bring him to our house. I mean, let's go." And then yeah, we went to their home, and he's like, I met him, and we had some great conversations. I was about 14 years old that time, and he played, like, I think it was the School's Out riff in front of me, and I still remember that moment. Like, it was yesterday. It was really surreal. And then on the way back, I was like, "Mom, I want to play guitar," and that's where I started playing guitar.
That was it. So you fell in love with the music
Right.
and then everything came. That's amazing. I guess that's the typical journey of every musician. But as we can see, there can be so many different careers, and you have had all of you long careers. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I have the feeling that both Paleface Swiss and KAJOS, what you have in common is that you're kind of picking up momentum, picking up traction. You're getting some attention. You're playing Tuska, and how is it for you? Is it all of a sudden, or is it a fucking finally?
I think
Let's start with you,
it's
yeah.
both, because like we are touring for about 5 years now. It feels like non-stop, and we just try to reach always the next step. And now we're here, and we're looking forward to reach the next goal. So, or am
I
am I
would
wrong?
say it's not that fucking finally, because it's for us. Luckily, it's like you said, we have the momentum, and it gets currently better and better every year. And we go to so many places. There were so many festivals I didn't even know exist, to be honest.
It,
And it's so amazing to see all those festivals and play all those festivals. But those this is amazing moments, they occur on the journey. For example, when we played how's it called, Tons of Rock and Copenhagen were like two amazing shows, and I never really looked into those festivals personally because it
same.
was too far away for me. But going off the stage after those two shows, it was like, this is amazing. Yeah.
Right. And it's a fucking finally, because we've been on the road since 11 weeks now, and this is our last show.
Yeah.
And tomorrow we will go home and be home for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's a fucking finally that
Yeah.
You don't
know
look
what I
that
mean.
tired.
We are really tired.
Yeah.
You might tell.
You look fresh.
Really? Thank you.
Thanks.
We try.
How is it for KAJOS? Are you
Well.
happy that you're finally getting some attention?
Well, of course. But for us, this was sudden. And we are very honored and happy to be here and humble about it, because we come from very different music scene. We come from contemporary folk music. So this is for us very rare and exciting experience to be in a Nordic's biggest metal festival.
Yeah. Are you listeners of metal? Are you metal fans?
We listen to metal, but we're not. That's not my my heart. Like the first choice, maybe. Battle Beast, I definitely loved with Noora Louhimo previously. But here actually has I've got much more many bands that I would like to listen now when I've seen live gigs, because I like to see first band live and
Yeah.
then listen the album. It's
Yeah.
very different. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been when I was a teenager. I was a fan of Perfect Circle and Katatonia, the Swedish band, like melancholic, very well metal music. And there are these certain times then that I pick the metal songs, but I listen to all genres. It's huge.
Yeah. Yeah. How involved are you, do you feel nowadays after the work that you've been doing? How much of the music industry have you gotten to see?
Can you reframe the question?
Yeah.
What?
I'm also thinking how to actually get to the point that I want to know. The thing is that the music industry is obviously very complex, and there is a lot of sexism as well. Still, women are held to different standards. And a thing that I also wanted to talk to you for about is the concept of industry plants. Have you heard about that?
No.
Well, an industry plant is when a band has success very suddenly, and people think that it's nepotism or favoritism or that they have connections, but we don't really know if that actually is a thing, if that exists, or if it's a type of conspiracy theory. But people say that usually more about women, and the most famous industry plant has been Billie Eilish. People didn't know where she came from, and because she was working from her bedroom, didn't have like a lot of a big career before her, and all of a sudden she was successful, and people started being suspicious. So my question is more: have you been confronted with some of that? Have people been suspicious of your success or the things that you have achieved?
Well, we with KAJOS, we are a pretty new band actually, but as we have long careers with other bands and other projects. We have done a lot of different projects and still do. Now I forgot what I was supposed to say.
I know that, for example, you also have some of your works featured in TV shows.
Yeah, but not with KAJOS.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have composed for a band called Tuuletar, and my songs Alku and Elda. They got into Monarka TV series on Netflix, and then Game of Thrones trailer.
Yeah.
Also,
That's
a
huge.
couple of years ago.
Yes. That's
But
amazing.
yeah, we with KAJOS, we are very fresh band still, so we are a little bit surprised also because I don't do we have our momentum now? Maybe because we're in Tuska.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
our momentum, but I think it's still coming. Like we're on the way now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have released 2 songs, and it happened last year, so it's pretty sudden. And yeah.
Your question was, have we faced some sexism
Yeah, as well.
on our career? Not with this band. No.
And in general, have you ever experienced sexism in the music industry?
Mm. In some places like WOMEX, World Music Expo, I've been there a couple of times with other bands. There I felt some, sexism, definitely. But I haven't felt, at least personally, that it has affected the career or the opportunities to get gigs yet, at least.
Yeah, that's good. Let's hope that you don't. Let's hope that you also are never called industry plants. But how about PALEFACE Swiss? Have you ever have people gotten suspicious, or have people always known the hard work that you've put into?
So for us, it's we don't have a label, so we do a lot of things on our own that other people don't do on our own. And I personally don't like this term too much because in being a successful musician, there's like a lot of different aspects, and one is definitely marketing and all the other work that is not the actual music. So there's probably like a million incredible musicians that are just not out there. So just saying like uh, I don't know, you're a bad musician, you just I don't know have your contacts or your marketing. I think that's not true. I think you need like both. And we personally, I think, never experienced, or in my opinion, have people say bad things about us, or the majority thinks we are like hardworking and do most of the stuff by ourselves. So, as far as I know, that I think we are not called an industry plant,
No,
but
no.
of course, our perception might be a different perception for like other people's, but this is my personal experience.
I would say the same. Like we always say, also in the internet, in interviews, we always say we are 100% DIY. We treat our crew and the people who work for us like family, and that's how our work flow. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And talking about now, before we go onwards to the next thing, I hope I remember. We were talking about sexism. How have you seen the diversity in the scene around you? How many women are in your crew, or with how many women or other,
Um,
marginalized identities do you work with?
so our crew, of course, like on the sides of the tour switches, but we had like especially with selling merch, we had two women selling merch for us, and we have like a photographer Adam, and for our headline tour we got like another videographer, and she was also women. So we, I would say, we care more about like the work than like having only men or only women. Um, and we personally actually like when there's not like only men, because there's like a very different um, vibe, or like a different how you talk to each other. And we personally like having women around, or if it's mixed. We also have that a lot of times like our crew brings their girlfriend, or um, we bring our like girlfriends and wives, and we want them to be involved and try to be like one big family and not favor one over the other.
I think that's a little different in the folk music scene. There is a little more diversity there. Yeah.
Definitely, it's very mixed.
Would you have a number? Is it already 50-50, or is it still a little more male dominated?
Maybe I would say 50-50.
That's really great.
Yeah.
That's cool. I just recently talked to Elevate, also from Switzerland, and Kriga was like, I've never seen that because I've always had women around me. So it's difficult for him to see that women are still a rarity in the metal industry, because around him there have been many. So I think I was bringing him the news, and it felt a little weird. But you also already mentioned marketing, and that's something that I think you did really well. Doesn't PALEFACE also have a podcast on YouTube? Or you started a YouTube video series, something like that?
we started to build our YouTube channel with vlogs, with a podcast, which Sally, our singer, drives a car and invites a guest. But I'm not sure if this is still a thing.
I think it's like hard to like get an episode done, because
Right.
you need to be at the same place and you need to have time.
So we focus more on vlogs now during the whole touring. Like we toured in January, we toured in April, we toured April, May, we toured now. So they're more like vlogs right now.
What does KAJOS do your marketing yourselves as well?
Yes.
Yeah. What are your strategies in these times of short attention spans and algorithms?
Wow. Do we have a strategy? Yeah, we try to do the Spotify pitch. What is it called? Pitching, at least very well, so that the songs would get picked to the different editorial playlists. Because we've noticed that when we released our first single, No Lempi, that got picked on a Northern Spirits playlist, which then made that so many listeners all over the world found us. So
Wow.
that can be a good thing. If
For sure.
it's pain in the ass, the whole Spotify system. I don't like it, but it can also help.
Yeah, for sure. Yes. Do you have a well thought strategy?
So our strategy back in the days was very simple. There was like every Wednesday we uploaded a video and every Sunday we uploaded a photo. But that's like 7 years ago. We just tried to be consistent, tried to have like a certain brand. Like we always have our photographer. He has like his style, so people when they see a photo, it's like, oh, it's this band, or when they see a video. We try to be authentic because I think there's a lot of like fake people or people they do this strategy to get successful, and we just try to be ourselves. We try to be authentic, and I think that works really well for us. We just on the videos we are like when we are at home,
Right.
and we have a lot of like we have some partners that we work with, um, and it got more and more. So there's not one strategy. Let's say that the YouTube thing is like the newest addition to like the marketing strategy.
All right. And talking about fake things on the internet, there's a lot of artificial intelligence now out there on the streaming platforms, and it's taking over the video and micro content platforms as well. We have seen videos from guitarists being copied and used with an avatar and that type of thing. How do you protect yourself? How do you bring the humanity out?
For us, it's really hard to protect yourself.
Definitely.
It's like they just
Crazy.
steal all your stuff. So there's a limited things you can do. But we try to, in everything we do, try to keep like the human aspect in it, so people know that this is real. And that's also with like being authentic. Like the things we do, probably a AI video creation tool wouldn't do. I think that's the only thing we can do, because you're in there and it's really hard to do things like against it.
True. How is it for Kaios and in general with folk music? Is there a lot of AI in there already?
No, no, it's authentic. It has to be authentic and it has to be human made.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
I
How
like
do you
that.
show that? How do you make sure that people out there feel the organic music made by yourself?
I don't know. We try to give our souls into the songs. We try to make music that touches, and it can be felt in the heart. And I think AI is not there yet.
Yeah, and we use acoustic instrument, cello. It's very hard for AI still good to produce very like authentic cello and singing. Well, I use my voice very versatile
Yes.
ways, so it has to be really creative.
Yeah,
AI
there
too.
is not two Sini Koskelainen in the world. Your voice is very unique.
Come and see our concert tomorrow. You will hear.
Yes.
And we have a live drummer, so we try to use these organic elements as much as possible. Of course,
Sorry.
we have.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Sorry.
See, authentic.
Right.
No
Yep.
AI coughing.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Was
exactly.
real.
Now you know these are real humans on stage. All right, let's see if the lovely audience has submitted some questions for us.
What time are you guys on tomorrow? What time are you guys on
7 o'clock.
in the evening, hopefully?
Evening.
Yeah.
Evening, yes.
Hell yes. All right, we have 5 more minutes before we turn to the questions. And also, this is another reminder for you all to submit more questions. I have one more of my own. There is a concept, especially in the German-speaking world, a concept of reach responsibility, which is that artists and public figures have their responsibility. You have to be mindful with what they say, what values they spread out to the world, because they have an impact on their audiences. Is that something that you have been thinking about? Like when you go on interviews, whatever you say on your social media, how mindful are you with what you say? Because there are people out there looking at you and maybe as a role model.
Very mindful. Yeah.
Same.
And what are the values or what are the messages that you spread there?
Well, first of all, to respect nature and our planet. And in the spell music tradition that our music is based on, it's all about that nature is first and the powers of the nature, and then comes the humans. So that's also a value that we try to convey in our social media and in our songs too. And well, we have feminist values too. Yeah. And what else? Those two. Being real, not trying to be something else that you're not. Yeah.
That's great. Those are really good. How about you?
So I think for PALEFACE Swiss, there are two core values that we have that we always say live on stage, and that like the songs are about. It's one thing like have fun, do whatever you want, live your life. That's all the live music, we want you to sing, we want you to dance, we want you to live your life to the fullest. And the other thing is that like everyone is welcomed, everyone is respected. We need to respect each other, and this is like what we want at our shows. We want everyone to wants to be there, who has fun, who like I don't know gets to enjoy the moment. But on the other hand, also we welcome everyone, no matter where they're from, who they are, um,
What sexuality they have.
yeah,
And
or we just want one big family, want a good life and enjoy life and not spread hate and just be together.
yeah,
I think-
the show itself should be a safe space for everyone, and just be yourself at that show.
Yeah.
Be yourself in your in life, and when you are not able to be yourself in your life, you can be yourself at our shows.
Yes. If someone an asshole, we
nice.
kick him out.
Right.
Yes.
All right. All right. Okay, now audience questions. Ooh, this is a good one. Is there something about the music industry or being an artist that you wish you had learned sooner? That's a deep one. That's a
Yeah.
Right.
thinker.
So the question is like phrased a little bit
Yeah, what
weird
would you
weird for us because I think we learned a lot along the way, and it was like everything was like
Yeah,
at
we
the
always
perfect
made
place.
one step after each other, and we are big overthinkers. So every time we had a big thing coming, we tried to look at it in any perspective. Is that a word?
Perspective.
Perspective.
And the good thing is we had a lot of important things right at the beginning, and that's how we got the momentum. So I can't think of anything. I would really need to think about anything that I wish we learned sooner. Because of course you make mistakes, and then you learn that the mistakes are important. So I would really need to think about it to like something that we learned sooner. But I think for now I can't think of anything specific that like is yes this exact thing.
All right.
Not with this band, but when I was still younger in my 20s, There was a time when I had the attitude I have to experience everything, and I don't sleep, just experience everything. And then when there was a lot of touring, a lot of recording, a lot of work and traveling, not so much sleep, I got burned out, and I've been also many times in between 20 to 30, like very exhausted, because I didn't know my boundaries with my health. So that could have been something that could have been avoided if that would have been a discussion also with the booking agency and the record label in general. So talking about how we as an artist can keep ourselves still healthy and feeling good.
Yeah, it's so important.
Yeah, it's very hard to, even I work as a freelance musician, and it's very hard to set the boundaries even yourself because you love what you do. And then when you, it can still be too much. And I want to do that. Yeah, this is nice project. I'll be there. And then you're like, ooh, my calendar. Where is my day off?
Yeah, I can relate to that so much. Saying yes to every project and then realizing, okay, I don't have the energy for this.
Yep.
That is, yeah, that's a really good one to learn to take care of yourself, and also that even though you love it, things can still be work and effort, and that demands energy. So you also need rest, and to protect those times of rest. The next question asker is anonymous and wants to know: do you ever get imposter syndrome, especially now that you have such momentum?
Yes, always.
How does that manifest? How do you feel it?
Well, I just,
Das ist, wenn du sehr
I don't,
Sorry.
ooh.
Das ist, wenn du sehr erfolgreich bist, aber denkst, du machst trotzdem alles falsch.
Yeah. Well, mm, it's also with the songs. We usually, when we make a song, it's very good. Of course, it's very good, and then we're like, oh crap, there is something wrong with this, and then we go somewhere else, and then we're like, no, this is not going to be better, and then we come back to this first sketch. And I think that's also some kind of like insecurity, that, or not trusting yourself, and but
Your
maybe,
creativity.
yeah. But yeah, of course, it's like, well, we have 2 songs released, and we're here, and ooh, this is scary, and this is, we are quite like out of the, we are not metalheads. It's even this is quite scary and can be like, what is the word? Do you want to continue?
Well, I don't have that syndrome, same, but
It's all.
yeah, some of course I have moments that I also get insecure in music industry and in life in general, but I feel like I always can come back to the core, that okay, why am I doing music, and why this music speaks to me, and why does it speak to other people? And that's the main point. It's who cares about anything else then? If the music touches you and it touches the listener, that's the main point. And everything, all the ego and all the other things can be set aside if you can just do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's so wise. Very important.
I think we never had that because, like, oh, want to say something?
Um, I think we don't. We have more like some sort of like a perfectionism in like this could have been better, or when we made a mistake, I'm like, oh, why did we do this mistake? So I think for us, it's not the imposter syndrome. The problem is more the perfectionism and accepting that maybe, yeah, you can't have everything perfect, even though you want it. I think that's more of like what's up with in our camp.
And in terms of releasing music, we just do what we like, what we think is sick, sounds sick, and then we release it. And of course, there's always moments when you're like, oh, we should have done that different or whatever. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it is how it is.
luckily, we don't have that too much.
Yeah.
And I think you have also the perfectionism more than the huijarisyndrooma.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe.
I've heard people say it's better published than perfect, and I think that's something to think about. Just put it out, have other people enjoy it, and instead of just trying to be perfect and never releasing anything.
Yes.
But I a little bit disagree because I have some like compositions that they really need all the time. The process can be really long sometimes before they're ready to come out, and you just have to be patient with them. But then some songs can be created really fast.
Same for us.
But you just feel it. You feel it if it's ready to go out or not.
Yep.
And then I think it's different than perfectionism. Yeah.
So the way to tell the difference is just by feeling.
Basically.
Intuition. Okay.
You never know. Our biggest hit was like written in what, like a few hours. There's other
3
songs that were
3
like
hours.
like written way longer and don't have that much traction. You never know.
There's no recipe for success, I guess. No?
No.
All right. KP wants to know, do you have any final goals, or do your goals change as you keep growing?
They definitely change. For me personally, I want to like build because my band is so big right now. I want to focus more on the family stuff, like maybe have a house, like have a proper place to live, garden and stuff.
Yeah, so we always said we wanted to play at Wacken Open Air. That was for the longest time, or we wanted to tour with this in this band. But I think ultimately the goal is to live this life and enjoy this life, and also money-wise, not worry about like how do I pay my bills. I think this is for all of us the biggest goal, to like do this full time and do it how you want, not like cut like I don't know, be limited because of the money. So for us, it's more of I think, a money situation for most people.
Right.
I don't think we have yet any final goals. We have a lot of goals and a lot of visions where to go next. But yeah, I think it's a journey, and journey will show what comes next after that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we actually one thing we could say out loud is that we are looking for a record label.
Ooh. Hell yeah, there might be people who can help you in this room. With how much you've been touring in the past couple of months, what's been the most rewarding thing or the most rewarding feeling so far?
Hmm.
For me personally, there's not like one rewarding feeling. It's just what I really like about touring is like the whole crew being together and be like having fun on tour. So like every day that we go out and have fun together is like rewarding. But of course, also when there's like a certain show that's like, for example, the Copenhagen set or the Tons of Rock set were both amazing. So it's either like a good live show or like hanging out with the crew. Have like off day, see a new city. I think for us too, we were the first time in the Baltics. I think that was like one of the highlights, like
Right.
seeing the new cities and eating the food. And
That's a good
Yes.
good answer for me as well.
Right.
See new countries.
What's the most rewarding for you?
Well, one thing that comes to mind is we had a gig where there was a lot of old people in the audience, and we were a little bit. I hope it's not too much and too something too. But then after that, many of them came to talk with us, and they said that, for example, one grandma that I was thinking that she definitely doesn't like our music, and she came to say that thank you that she went on some kind of journey to her childhood, and she was getting very sentimental, and then she felt like connection to her home town in a place where she had to flee from, and like those kind of, and when it can be kids or whoever, but like I think the responses from audience when they come to talk to you and share their experience, they are the most rewarding, I would say.
Right.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah, definitely that, and all ages, from kids to grandmothers. And also, it's very rewarding that we've been playing together for years, just two of us, but now we have a drummer also, or percussionist, Oskari Lehtonen in KAJOS, and it's really, really nice to play with him, and the music sounds, it has so much more power. So it's very nice to play with the trio now. It's rewarding.
Nice. I would like to know that about you. What's the like sweetest thing a fan has said to you?
Oh, I hate those questions. There's so much people coming up to us after every show, at every meet and greet, saying really nice things. But I would say, in general, when people come to us and say, your music helped me through a really dark time, that keeps me moving as well. And this really touches my heart. So I think this is the message why I do this.
Yes. What country provides the best audience? There's only one right answer.
Oh my God. If there's just one,
For me, it's Mexico, personally.
Okay, you
Mexico's really
failed the
good.
test. That was a joke.
Or as Finland.
Hell yeah, that was it. But Mexico is a really good one too. Your advice for launching a music project, what would you do now if you planned starting to release music? What would you advise
A
to
good,
new bands?
a good social media campaign, because social media is the most important thing, sadly. Um, when you're starting a band, like I help my friends right now starting their own deathcore bands, and social media is the most important thing. That's that's what I was that's what I would say.
One thing for me is I see so many good Swiss local bands, and one problem that I see with them is they only play in Switzerland, like over and over and over. And I would advise them get some connections, play in Germany, play in I don't know, in the UK. That's how we did it. We
Right.
played like two shows, and the third one was already in Germany, and then we went to the UK. And there's so many local bands that are stuck in their like area. So make connections, like invite another band, and their band invites you to their area. I think that is where a lot of people are stuck, at least in our music genre.
What about you? What would Kayo's advise for new bands?
Social media is a really good one. Yeah. Also, I would personally say that make a really good live trailer or teaser that shows you as a band how you are live, because it's not the same as just listening to your recording, and then booking agents can see, okay, this is your energy live, so that can be a positive thing for marketing. Maybe also visually some kind of that it's no, what is it? Kokonaisvaltainen, like the visual that it's you have some kind of a brand,
Yeah.
or starting to make like
That it's cohesive.
this is
and-
how you look, so you will be remembered. This is your style. It tells about your music, hopefully also visually.
That's a really good one. I agree.
What else?
That's good. The last question, and also to wrap up, you were just talking about your new percussionist. What's your favorite song to play live now? What should the fans look out for tomorrow at your show?
That's tough because we have different kinds of songs and different styles and energies. But maybe my favorite right now, it will change every day, but yeah, is our last song of the set, which has like influence from free improvisation. I would say punk too. I would say metal too. Now I'm very daring to say this. Everybody can come and say, no, it's not. But yeah. Yeah.
The last one and the closer. Awesome. What about PALEFACE Swiss? What should people look out for tonight on your show?
So my favorite song to play live, we don't play because it's like it's called Instrument of War. It was made with Stick to Your Guns that were like with us until in January, but we don't play it because they're not here. My favorite song to play live would probably be "Let Me Sleep."
Good choice.
Because it's just so much crowd interaction, so much people jump, people move, and we have some cool things we do with the crowd. So I would say the end of the set because it's like at the end is like the most fun for me personally.
All right.
For me would be the Gallo because it fits the festivals, fits the festival vibe. Huge chorus, nice breakdown, little solo.
Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for your time, for your lovely insight. It was very moving, very spiritual as well. I was not expecting that. Thank you all for being here. And I will welcome you back in 15 minutes with a different type of session. We'll be coloring. So stay tuned and enjoy the rest of the Saturday. And yes, please give it up for KAJOS and PALEFACE Swiss.
Thank you.